Hey, howdy ho, Lions fans. How you doing? Welcome to the Senior Bowl 2023 live from Radio Row. I'm joined with my good friend Andy, also known as Sandman, and Daiyan Henley. Henley, thank you. Right? God, why am I? It's the first interview of the day, man.
It's
Daiyan,
good. Yeah.
Thank you for joining us, linebacker.
Yes, sir.
You've got it all. You've got speed. You've got pads coming on today.
Yeah.
We did a little bit talking before we came on, man. We're really, really excited to talk to you today. First off, let's just talk about what does coming to the Senior Bowl mean to you? Like, this is a big event, right, for guys.
Doubt.
And what was it I heard? I keep saying this on the show, but it was 48% of the NFL draft came from the Senior Bowl last year, right? I mean, this is a heck of an event for you guys.
I mean, that really, like, you kind of just said it right there. This is the big stage for us collegiate athletes. This is our last game as collegiate athletes while we're still learning how to adapt to the NFL in the same process. So for us, it's like, not even just us, but for me as well, it's just like I have to make an impact, show everything I need to show as far as being in pads right now, because I won't be in pads for quite some time.
Right.
So this is a big moment for me, and I'm taking every day. I'm trying to take advantage of every moment that is given to me, and I treat it like an interview. Our head coach right now is saying treat everything like an interview right now. So this is my interview process, and then my college career was my resume.
That's right. We were talking yesterday that this is the last chance to see these guys in pads. There's going to be combine drills and everything else, but we don't get to see you guys actually play. How much of a shift is it for you to play around a bunch of guys you've never played with before? I mean, because you get that brotherhood on a team, and throughout the course of a season, you get really close to the guys. The communication starts working. Now, coaching staff, it's disparate. It's from all over the place, right? All different teams, and the guys are from everywhere. What's that like to try to get it together and put that all together for that final piece of the resume?
Well, as far as that goes, you got to understand that I'm with a group of guys who all want the same thing. And in order to be our best, we have to work together in the game that we love the most. I mean, this is 11-on-11 football, plus it's a whole load of guys outside on the sideline, and we're all working with the same goal, with the same mindset, and we all want it to work. And if you want it to work, you're willing to cooperate with anyone. And so I'm next to a linebacker I've never played before, and I only got 3 days to learn the defense with him, but I know that he wants it as bad as me. He can't want it more than me. I won't allow that. But I know he wants it as bad as me, so I know he's going to do whatever he can to do the right thing on the field. I'm going to do whatever I can to do the right thing on the field. And then when you got that mindset just rolling around with the other guys, it's pretty easy. And then you got to think about this, like, this is an all-star game. So we're the best from our school coming up here to be the best here. And at that point, you would assume that these guys all, study film the same way, if not better. I'd say if not better than me, then, just trying to definitely just keep growing.
Yeah, so we talked a little bit before we kind of came on air about the intensity and how do you feel? Do you feel comfortable hitting other guys today? Are you going to go out there and really start?
Once I figure out the tempo, I'm going to be able to get my comfort level figured out as well. The thing is like, you want to practice like a pro, which I mentioned just a little bit before this. And practicing like a pro is knowing the tempo and being able to keep your guys healthy, because we're all making money at, like, assuming the next level. We're all making money for our bodies, and you don't want to take no one out the game, especially your teammates.
Exactly.
And these guys could be future teammates with, and even if they are opponents, until we are opponents, like for real, and we're battling it out every whatever day that game is, we're not trying to get hurt out here. We're trying to take care of each other.
No, and that's kind of what I was thinking is, you wanted to show off to the NFL scouts, you want to show off to the GMs, but at the same time, you're right. Everybody's here for the same thing, and you can show those abilities without, popping helmets. And
being able to have that control is showcasing a lot for these coaches.
That's true.
And there's a big difference in college to pro ball in the way defenders hit, and that whole idea of you need to wrap a guy up. This is like a great example, I think, to really get out there and show your chops in that. And again, the big hits are always fun and they're always interesting, but as you talk about how you're playing out there, it's the wrap, right? It's getting your guy down. Have they talked about that in the meetings?
Well, I would say the one thing that we emphasize the most, and I love this about just the NFL coaching staff, is that we emphasize takeovers. So we've talked about taking the ball away more than we've talked about tackles, just form-fitting tackles. I feel like tackling is assumed at this point. You're on defense and you're here.
Right.
Like you're here today. You're at the All-Star game. You should know how to tackle. You should know how to form-fit. You should know what you're doing to get a guy to the ground. You should be able to do those things. But it's like a lost art to just take the ball away.
Yes. Yeah.
So we talk about that, like, that's emphasis on taking the ball away, being able to take the ball, being able to wrap and punch at a ball. So that's the technique that we're learning right now. That's more like we're emphasizing that big time.
Sure.
And that's given.
And speaking of takeaways, you had 3 forced fumbles last year. You had an interception.
Yeah.
Seems like you might have a foray into that.
Yeah. I mean, turnovers is big for me because it's the way to keep yourself on the field. Not that I was fighting my hardest to stay on the field as far as like battling. I felt like I earned my position to stay on the field. But I would say that the reason that it was easy for a coach to trust a guy like me was that I was looking for the ball. I know that it's in the name. Football.
Yeah.
The ball is the most important thing on the field. If you're on defense, you don't get to touch the ball offense. Why don't you want to go get the ball? Like you feel me? The offense get to have it every play.
Right.
I'm on defense. I rarely get to touch it, so I want to go get it. And that's kind of how I play the game.
You know, one of the things, because we were talking about him yesterday, we saw you on the field, you were facing us, and it was just like this body, this sculpted masterpiece. I mean, I can't put it anyway. Yeah, I mean, gorgeous man. I mean, body, right? and here you sit, and he's got like a long sleeve shirt on. He just looks like any other guy, right? It's incredible. And to see you out there yesterday was something. I mean, like it was special. You've got a lot of talent. You're gonna do things in this next elite level. But let me ask you, we talked about rap, we talked about taking the ball away, we talked about hits. What's your favorite play ever so far in playing ball?
I would say I have like 2, but just the most recent one where I was able to force a fumble in our rival game versus the team we don't really talk too much about. But
they have the H's in there.
Yeah, the H's in their names, those little puppies. Against the puppies where I was able to force a fumble in a clutch moment. We didn't get that win, but it was an impactful play. It was an impactful play, and it was a turnover or something I was able to force. And not only was it for me, it was for my team. And to make plays for the team is the biggest thing for me. It was a moment we needed, and I was able to go get it. And you feel me? I just take pride in that.
That's awesome.
No, that's a great attitude to have. That the forced fumble is not about you making a forced fumble. It's about helping the team get your offense back out on the field, get your defensive buddies some rest.
Exactly. Definitely the rest part. Definitely the rest part. I love the offense. But jeez. And then I'm on punt. You feel me? I love special teams. So any phase I can get on, I'm gonna do it. And punt, if we all know where punt is right before defense. Yeah. So I know that I have an automatic. I got an automatic almost 4 plays every series, no matter what's going on, no matter how far we get. I probably got 4 plays. You hear when you're on that football sideline, the one thing you can expect is a punt alert.
Yeah.
On 3rd and 2, punt alert, punt get ready. 3rd and 1, punt alert, punt get ready. I'm on the sideline sitting down like, I just sat down. And if I didn't just sit down, I'm like, why don't we trust our offense to get this 1 yard? I'm like, oh, my goodness.
How's the support been from the team coming here at the Senior Bowl and helping stand you up and showcase you and your skills and what you provided for the team and what you bring to the NFL?
I mean, it's wonderful. The support from everyone that I've come across is you can see it. It's noticeable. It's like it's shown in a way of just continuously pushing me to do better. And I say I love it so far. And then I got support back home. I got support from the Cougs, the Coug Nation, everyone involved with me. Everyone I've come across so far supports me, and I love it.
One more question. Coaching. What's some of the most meaningful, outside of just the game, advice you've gotten from your coaches over the years?
Over the years, it's basically just stay down and work. Keep your head down and work and stay focused. And as simple as it is, people overlook the simple things. And for me, just keeping my head down and working meaning I can't become content. Like, being here is not enough.
Right.
Making it to the league is not enough. It's about longevity.
Yeah.
And that means I'm going to have to work every day. And I know that that's a job for me. That would be my job, not my only job. For sure, it can't be my only job. I hope not. But I know that when I'm up there with those guys, those vets, I'm going to be learning from them, and I can't ever rest.
Yeah. Yep.
Awesome.
Indeed. All right. last thing I'm going to ask.
Yeah.
You get to the league, you play ball, you get the bag. But one of the things, that happens is a lot of people get involved in their community.
Oh,
and I assume it's kind of built into who you are and what you do. What do you kind of look for as far as like the causes that you support as you go forward?
Well, for me, what kept me out of trouble was youth sports. Was football, baseball, anything that I could, go around and get out there and have fun and do something with my friends. That's what I want to be able to part of and provide back to my community, is keep those kids out of trouble. Because where I come from, it's literally two options. It's either do the right thing or the wrong thing, which is also everywhere, but the wrong thing is just that much more prevalent in my neighborhood. So I want to be able to make that right thing, that sport, that book, that library, wherever it may be. It doesn't have to be sports, but I want to make that stand out more to the kids than the other option. So I just want to be like more impactful in that aspect.
Was there a point growing up where you had like two paths to choose? Is there a point that you can think of where you really had to kind of fight your way to say, no, I gotta stay on the right path?
I wouldn't say I ever had that option. Not with my pops. My pops would never have let me have that option. That's one thing, but that's also why I say I want to do that. I don't want the kids to have that option. I don't want them to think there's a other way outside of just doing the right thing every day than to have a goal no matter what it is. It doesn't have to be the NFL. I'm not going to push the NFL on any kid that doesn't want to be in the NFL.
Right.
That was just my dream, but I don't want there to be an option of wrong. I know that's just the world.
Yeah.
I know that's how it is. I know there is, but I just know in my neighborhood, my community, that is just right there in front of you. It's just, you can wake up and you'll see so many bad things. You'll see a liquor store. You can see someone who just is homeless and just things that they will see on a regular daily basis. I want to, have them see that, but then know that, school's down the street right here, and at school, I'm safe. I got friends. We're learning something. I got a life, a future, and that's what I want them to see. Yeah.
Daiyan Henley, a very, very talented young man. We've been watching you. I can't wait to see today in pads. Yeah. Really excited to see you, and hopefully one day we can see you in your Lions uniform run around Detroit. Would love to spend more time with you. Really appreciate everything you brought to the game, and thank you for joining us today, man.
Thank you for having me, man.
Best of luck.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.